In this episode, I cover all the things you want to think about when it comes to brick and mortar, fitness studios, and all of that. So I got an email the other day, and it happened to be my broker, and he says, I got a space for you. So, all right, it's time to take a look and see what we got. So with this episode, I wanted to kind of take you through my mindset. I was going to take you through the actual location, but just for privacy reasons, both for the current business owner, but also for, I guess for us. Not that it matters, but I wanted to go over the things that I was thinking about. So first thing that I did is I got there a couple minutes early in this space, and you want to get a feel for the foot traffic. So the first thing I was thinking is, man, this place is just crawling with people. At any one point in time, I could have thrown a baseball to 200, 300 people. So great foot traffic. But here's the deal. The location is super important, but the visibility on that location is super important. So this happened to be a second floor location. So it was a little sneaky. You have to watch and ask the question about signage. Now, when it comes to signage, there's lots of options. There's sidewalk signs, there's awnings, there's horizontal awnings, there is different lighting. What can you do with windows? Can you change windows to include some sort of etching, some sort of lighting? Some people can light up at the back of the windows, or have them backlit. So many options. But so signage comes into play. The other thing that we had to talk about, obviously, is the rent number, security deposit, all that stuff. How many, the cost per square foot. Those are the big ones that you're going to see. And so I think those are like the biggest ones. The ones that don't really come into conversation with the landlord or the broker initially on that first visit, but things that I'm thinking about. Number one, how much renovation do you need? So if it's ready, what's called a white box or vanilla box, for you to just go in and install, cool. Then that's a whole different level of investment and funds that you're going to need. If it's not ready, you have to ask for what's known as TI, or tenant improvement. Sometimes what these landlords will do is they'll give you some cash, whether it's in the form of free rent or it's in the form of basically they'll give you 50 grand to spend on tenant improvement. That's a lot, but just saying. Other things to think about: what type of heating and air conditioning do you have, if you have it at all? What sort of egress? So how are you getting in? How are you getting out? If there's only one form of egress, sometimes you have to have that second way of egress. So depending on the code, you have to check with your architect on that. This is just some of the complicated things. What else? Ceiling height for a gym. That's pretty important. Most places you're just going to already eliminate them before you even see it. Other things that I was thinking about is, what side of the street? How's the sunlight? How's that natural light play in? This location actually had a sunroof, and two of them. So that was kind of neat. So we'll see how that plays out. And those are just a couple of the things. I don't know, for you brick and mortar guys out there, I want to hear from you. What are some of the more random things that you've had to think about and or make a move on in terms of asking for X, Y, and Z from the landlord? Because every deal is really different. So yeah, that's just some of the things that I think about when it comes to brick and mortar locations. We'll see how this goes out. I gotta do a lot of research now. That's the thing it's good to end on is, okay, what's next after you look at a location? This is where the research happens. So there's a lot of research you can do from a demographic standpoint. There's a lot of psychographic, how much these people spend, how many people live here. You can use census information. There's all sorts of information that you can gather to help you get a sense of what the consumer does in that neighborhood. So let's say it was Midtown East of Manhattan. So you can put in the zip codes. You can find out how much those people earn. You can find out how many people are in that zip code. You can also pinpoint the other gyms. So make a map. Just take a Google map and just plot all the gyms that you're going to see, just so you understand your competitive either advantage or foot traffic. If there's a lot of people in the area, depending on the gym size, they might go in and out. On my block alone, there's been one gym that went out of business in the 5 years that I've been here, and there's another place about a block and a half away that went in. It was originally supposed to be a New York sports club. It is now a tone house and psych spinning studio. We need more of those. So, those are the things I think about when it comes to opening up a second location, and/or brick and mortar location. Same thing. But I'm curious, what do you think about all my brick and mortar friends when it comes to your location? Talk soon, guys. Have a great day.